coming to you live from the corner of his kitchen in beautiful Southern California. We're all gonna be edging it out with your host, everyone's favorite unemployed meat, Edgee!
That was so embarrassing. I'm so sorry about that. I forgot that my computer updated. Every time that it updates, it resets my mic. All right, let's take it from the top. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Edging It Out. I am your host, Edgee. That scuff did not just happen. You didn't see anything. For those of you who don't know me, please allow me to introduce myself. I am a terminally online NEET whose mind got sucked into the internet and became a sexy anime girl because all that I think about are sexy anime girls. How is everybody doing tonight, huh? We're going to be talking tonight to the one, the only, NeonHarper. But before that, let me make a very quick announcement. I usually don't do this, but I am right now running a charity for the people affected by the California fires. We're raising money for the California Fire Foundation. You don't have to donate, but if you are able to, if you can spare it, that would be greatly appreciated. I think that you can see the donation bar above the chat. Should be showing up for most people. And you can also do, what is it called? Press exclamation charity, and then you'll see a link for donating to that foundation. The California fires were very, very scary. I almost had to evacuate, but thankfully I didn't have to do any of that. So we're trying to help out the people in need. So again, if you can, if you're able to, that would be appreciated. If not, hey, it's all good. Just hang out with us. We're going to have a great time. Well, with that being said, without further ado, let's go over and talk to our guests tonight. Look at that. There they are. Harper, how are you?
I'm doing amazing. Thank you for having me, first of all.
yeah, of course. Thank you so much for agreeing to be on the show. It seriously, it means a lot. It truly does.
Thank you. I'm happy. I'm having a nice chill Saturday. It's been I woke up frogtastically late. I did all of my things I needed to do way too late, but I am here. I have made it.
Hell yeah, that's what it's all about. I love sleeping in on the weekends. It feels so good.
I have to, because I definitely do not get myself enough sleep.
I feel that
during the work week. Yeah, so I actually hate having to sleep in, but I have to convince myself. It's like, it's either this or you're gonna feel miserable. It's like,
oh, okay. yeah, for real. All right. So, there's a bunch of alerts going on. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much. Alrighty. So let's see. Without further ado, we should probably get on with the show. Welcome all the new chatters, all the new followers. Let's see here. Let's see. So I gave you a list of what to expect. So let's get started. All right.
Yeah.
Let's not waste any time. We are here to do one thing and one thing only, and that is yap. So let's begin with the yapping. All right. Dearest Harper, how about you tell us a little bit about yourself and some of your lore that you're willing to share with us tonight?
Well, I am a neon froggy non-berry. Oh yeah, non-berry. Yes, I am not a berry. But yes, I am non-binary. I'm an NB froggy.
Hell yeah.
But I also, label myself as Bobby Niku because, I mean, yeah, it's
same hat.
But
I'm actually so excited to have you here because, I am also a Bobby Niku, and I didn't realize that I was a Bobby Niku until a year into being a Bobby Niku. I didn't know there was a word for it.
Oh yeah. Actually, I had actually dropped the term for a long time on my channel because of tags, because a lot of people did not know what that is.
Ah.
But yeah, I recently plopped it back on there. A little bit more people seem to know nowadays.
Yeah, we're raising awareness.
Yeah, it was much more. I mean, it's pretty big in like the Japanese side of things, but yeah, I feel like it's only more recent that people are more familiar with the label.
Yeah, we're catching that wave finally.
Yeah.
All right.
But yeah, some of my lore, I don't get into it a lot, but basically, I was just me. I was just my human self. And one day, a mysterious frog statue started whispering to me with a very particular frog voice. You might know the voice, and it approached me, and he promised me to be a really cool like ninja and do all kinds of things. Turns out, well, he is powerful, the frog god. He is very lazy, just wants to play Otome games all day, and makes me his like glorified like food delivery driver.
I see.
But with the powers, gave me an ability to make myself look like my inner self. So I am this. And because I have nothing to do, I stream.
Let's go. Good shit.
That's my lore.
That's awesome lore. That rules. All right, let's see. Moving on to the next question. I really did love that. That's so good. Let's see. The next question would be... dearest Harper, why did you become a VTuber?
Well, I've always wanted to do like content creation. Like one of my shticks on my channel is I do a lot of I do a lot of silly voices. I like doing voice acting and stuff like that. And I've always wanted to take that into like content creation, but I kind of like just gave up. I'm like way too shy. And there, at the time when I wanted to do it, there wasn't really like an alternative. Basically, you know, early content creators got away with like no camera, and then camera became a standard. And then I was like, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, I feel that.
So I didn't bother trying. But then, you know, like 2020, I fell into the VTuber rabbit hole. I was watching TikTok on my phone, and then I found like Iron Mouse, and for the longest time I watched some of the Hololive girls, but when I really fell into the hole is when I started watching Iron Mouse. And then like I don't know, like a year later, kind of went through some like really shitty times and met some really cool people who like kind of like really brought me up and encouraged me. And they're like, "Why don't you do it? Just do it." And so I did it, and I'm here. And it's been like 2 years and like 4 months or something like that. It was July,
right?
That I debuted, like 2 years. Yeah, but yeah, it's been a while now.
That's awesome. I'm glad that you know things turned out for the better.
Yeah, I love doing it. I cannot imagine not doing it. It was totally unplanned, but no, I love every second of doing it. It's a huge escapism for me. It's a huge escapism for a lot of people who come in, and no, I love doing it. It's fun.
Yeah, that's usually how it goes, isn't it? When you just say "fuck it, let's just do that shit."
Yeah, right.
Because I also like started out as a VTuber back in like in 2021, like the beginning of 2021. I think I made my model in like December, my very first model in like December 2020, and then started streaming with it in January 2021. And then it wasn't until the beginning of 2024, again January. It always comes back to January, my birthday month. When I was like, what if I just for no reason, I was like, what if I just made like a female model? And I did it, and I was like, wait, this kind of rules actually. What if I just like keep streaming with this, and then I just haven't quote unquote moved on from it ever since? I'm like, no, this rules. I think I'm gonna stick with it.
Heck yeah.
And that's when a new baby Niku, if you will, was born.
Yeah. That's awesome though. Yeah, we all discovered things differently because like I've always been into like when I was much younger, fell into like the body swap trope and gender bender and stuff. And I always played girls in like games like MMOs and stuff, but it's just like a very long path of like self-discovery that I didn't really know for a long time. But yeah, I'm very grateful for this entire, I don't know, genre of thing. VTubing, it's cool.
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes like you won't know about something unless you do it or try it out. And then and then like you said, sometimes you can like discover some things about yourself while you're in the process of doing that stuff, even if it's just like casually, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. All right, let's see. So for the next question, what do you usually like to stream, and what have you been streaming recently, if it's something different?
It's always kind of different because I'm a variety streamer. So,
right.
I definitely mostly I would say retro. I play a lot of retro games.
Oh,
I am one of the I don't know what you want to call them. Some people say hags. I don't really like it, but I am from the 90s. I'll say that much. And
oh my God,
I play. Nice. I play a lot of games that I play. Retro games and stuff that I grew up with, games that I missed out on. Like I recently been playing like Zelda every now and then because like that was not a thing that I played. But I play a lot of modern games. I love platformers. I like fighting games. I love RPGs and action stuff. So definitely a lot of retro, a lot of Sonic, a lot of Sega stuff. But I'm kind of all over the place. So it's always different. But if you had to count on one type of thing, it would be Sonic and retro games. Will at least be on there once every week.
Yeah, I've been like tuning into your streams like the past few weeks, and like you're doing you vary it a lot, and that's very commendable, I would say.
Thank you. Yeah, I only recently started finally playing more like RPGs and stuff because I've been very obsessed with Phantasy Star, and I've always loved them. It's always been like these past 2 years of streaming my like escapism games. I kind of save the RPGs for myself on my downtime. But I've been starting to share them a little bit more, and it's definitely like a different avenue, but it's fun, nice and chill, and there's a lot of games that are way too long that I don't have time to play by myself. So I'm like,
absolutely.
If you enjoy it, I'm gonna play it right now.
Yeah, like I always tell people that it's like you can't be like content brained all the time. You need to have something for yourself to do on your downtime, because if you're like, oh no, I can't be playing this game right now, like, because if I'm playing it, I should be streaming it. That's like the fastest way to like get burnt out.
Oh yeah, for sure. Because like for me, I do feel like it's pretty easy because I mean all I do is play games. It's not like I'm like writing anything and stuff like that. But even then, like my Fridays and Saturdays, I might have a little bit of Discord presence, but I try to make sure that I get my sleep and hang out, with like my boyfriend and my other friends and stuff. And just kind of balance that, because even though you can keep going and I could easily stream every frogging day, it doesn't mean you should. Exactly.
That's a phrase that like a lot of people need to keep in mind. Just because you can doesn't mean you should. Yeah,
exactly.
Okay, let's see. Next question would be, what are your plans for the future, whether it's a near future or far future? What do you got on the pipeline that you feel you can talk about?
Well, I have a big debut coming soon. It's time pending because some stuff came up with my artist, so got to be respectful, got to give them time.
Yeah.
But I have a 2.0 coming out for my 3D model.
Nice.
It's gonna be a little bit different, but not really. It's it's still the same base model, but it's gonna be upgraded quite a bit. along with 2 new outfits and stuff. So I'm super
Ooh.
excited. I'm hoping before the end of the month, but at this point probably before mid February. But I'm super hyped. One of the costumes was from a subathon last year. Everybody wanted Office Lady Harper.
Nice.
Because that is what I do during the day job. So I'm hyped for that. And then I have an extra costume that's like a casual thing that I'm happy to show off.
Nice. That's awesome.
But, yeah, I'm really excited because I mentioned with you, I haven't like been making like new post screenshots of my model because like while it is gonna be the same base model, I am gonna look even more 2D than I do now. So I'm very excited. Mm-hmm.
Well, that sounds awesome. I'm genuinely super excited for you. Like I can't wait to see it. That sounds so cool.
Thank you.
All right. So normally this would be the part where I'm like that's it for the introduction round, I guess, like introduction segments. But dearest Harper, this is actually the part where I revealed to you, Harper, that I fucking lied. I was lying to you the whole time. That list of shit that I sent you a week before the show, there was one more. There was one more question that I purposely held back.
All
right, and that is right now. Do a pitch. Why should people watch your streams right now? Go. It's live. It's live streaming. When you're streaming live, you gotta be ready for anything, Harper.
Yeah, that's true.
You gotta be ready for anything right now. Go. Why should we watch you?
I'm a froggy. I like to make people laugh. What do you mean you like to make people laugh? You can do different voices or some shit. Oh, Kermie, why did you reveal that already? And then oh boy, hey everybody, it's a content provided voice that I can't do for long. I do a lot of stuff.
Let's go. It's a Super Luigi. You should go and watch a NeonHarper. It's a really frogging a good, bro.
I don't know, lots of stuff like that. I like doing silly stuff. That's me. You want to laugh? There you go.
All right, that was pretty good. That was pretty good. You passed. You passed the vibe check. You passed the vibe check. All right. For those who are joining right now, you came in at the perfect time because now we are moving on to the audience interaction round. For this one, we will take 3 questions from chat. We're gonna take 3 questions from chat, but the catch is, Harper, you're the guest, so you get to pick which questions you want to answer. That way it doesn't get too unhinged.
Got it.
Because sometimes when you're like, okay, we'll do an AMA, sometimes it turns into the Wild West. We're gonna rein it back a little bit, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
All right, so chat, start typing away, and then like I said, Harper, you can choose whatever you're comfortable with answering.
Yeah. What is my favorite type of berry? My favorite type of berry is banana, but unfortunately, I'm not. It's a favorite type of berry. I'm allergic to bananas now. I don't know if you know. Basically, a long time ago, there was different bananas. They're extinct now.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's why my boyfriend taught me this part. That's why like banana flavoring tastes different because it tastes like the old bananas. Wow. But new bananas don't like me. I eat them sometimes. I shouldn't. I drink water to rush it down.
Oh my God.
But I haven't had one in a while though. But yes, that is my favorite type of berry. Second, watermelon, which also hates me. Berries don't like me. Oh man. Anymore. So hopefully next time I age a few years and I get the RNG slot machine of genes, maybe I'll win with berries that time.
Okay. I was starting to get a little bit worried because I've been hearing stories about people who got COVID, and then after they got over it, they were like, oh yeah, I suddenly found out that I'm like allergic to this one thing that I could eat normally. So I was like scared that you were gonna say, oh yeah, it happened after COVID. It was gonna be like, oh no, not another one.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't know if I've gotten COVID or not. It's because like I feel like I did very early on, but it was so early on that it was like not really like they didn't really know. So, but I feel like I did, but I technically haven't since, all this stuff happened. So
Right.
I stay locked in my room.
Oh, same. And then like I try to stay like up to date with the vaccines and all that stuff. So
yeah. I literally remember like, it was like 2 jobs ago and like, Somebody got like really sick for like 2 weeks.
Oh my God.
It was before everything happened, and then I got it, and I was sick for like 2 weeks, and it was like very much all those kind of systems. So I'm like, probably, but it was so early that I don't know actually.
Right. That makes sense.
My favorite soda is Coke Zero. I love it. It's very yummy.
Nice. You can probably guess what my favorite is.
What is your favorite?
It's on the desk.
Oh, it's Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
My second favorite drink is the Baja Blast. I love Baja Blast. It's very good.
Nice. I tell almost every guest that comes on the show, did you know that they brought back Mountain Dew Pitch Black?
They did?
Yeah, but there's a catch. They brought it back, but it's at 7-Eleven, but it's like not every location is going to have it. So it's like a roll of the die
gotcha.
to see if your 7-Eleven is one of the chosen ones. And
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, and the one that's near my place that I can just walk to happens to be one of the ones that has it. So
nice.
Like for the first month that it was back, I would go there like once a week and get a big gulp and fill it to the top with Mountain Dew Pitch Black. I would not even like put ice in there. I would just like stick it in the fridge when I got home. Because I'm trying to get like as much as possible, because I wasn't sure, because like it happened like around Halloween time, so I thought that like it was like a special thing that they brought back for Halloween, because like Pitch Black. But no, it's back, at least for the time being. There hasn't been.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, nobody has said like it's back until this date. No, it's just back, but it's in the fountain, in the fountain.
I'm gonna have to taste it. I've not tasted that in years.
I know, like it was like all over the place when I was in high school, and then not anymore. And I was like, oh, I felt like once I figured out that it was like discontinued, I was thinking to myself, I took this for granted. I did not appreciate this enough.
Yeah.
But yeah, were you gonna say anything else or add anything to that?
No, I was just gonna go on a Baja Blast rant. I do love it. I
Please
saw
go ahead.
a few people were disappointed that I didn't say it was my favorite. The only reason it's not my favorite is because it's special. Okay, it is like fine wine. I cannot drink it every day.
Oh, you're so right.
Coke Zero, every time I'm gonna eat a meal, I could pop one. But Baja Blast is special. It's for the fine dining.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like it's I feel very similar actually, because like if I have Baja Blast and I'm not eating like a spicy snack or having Taco Bell with it, I'm like, this feels wrong.
I just noticed this creepy clown doll that's right by me.
Oh, so you didn't bring it in?
No, was he not there?
So I do the rounds around. I do the rounds at the studio before and after every show, and that wasn't there before you came in. I just assumed that you brought it with you, and I wasn't gonna ask anything.
No, he's not with me.
Oh, he's not with me either. All right. Don't make eye contact, Harper. Turn this way. Don't make eye contact.
I won't look.
Don't look at it. Don't look at it.
He's not here. He can't hurt me.
He's staring at the back of your head right now, but he doesn't seem to be moving. Harper, turn this way. Don't look at it. I see you. Okay. Let's move on. Another audience question, please.
Let me see.
You can also like scroll up and chat, because people have been like asking questions.
Yeah. My favorite Digimon, if I just had to pick one little goober, I love Vmon. And I love like pretty much all of his transformations.
Oh, Vmon is so cool.
There's several other Digimon that I really, really like, but sometimes it's only like a few of that line, or like maybe it's just the one. But like Vmon is like, I love all Vmon. Vmon's amazing. I love him. He's a goober.
Hell yeah.
Let's see what else. Have I ever considered an anthro furry or scaly version?
Ooh.
I do have a Mobian, like a Sonic OC version of my VTuber.
That's pretty good.
I have art and a reference sheet of her, but I am gonna have a live 2D of her later this year. Actually.
Oh, that sounds sick.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. Yeah. So that's furry adjacent.
Uh-huh.
I definitely am furry. Yeah.
Shout out to furries.
Harper the Hedgehog. It's actually a bunny. Well, it's a frog, but quotation marks. I basically made my lore it's similar to mine, where like I'm just a human that's an avatar of a frog. I'm not like a frog.
Right.
But so with my Sonic OC, she was a bunny adopted by a frog, and she's an idiot like me, so she thinks she's a frog. But she's not.
That's awesome. That rules. Oh, I can't wait to see that one too. All right. Was that the third chat question?
Yeah, I think that was like 4 actually.
4. Okay, cool. We went overtime.
No, they're all pretty nice questions.
Yeah, you have been very nice today, chat. Thank you so much. I mean, chat is always nice. At least around these parts of Twitch. Okay, let's see. So that's the audience interaction. Okay, so this part of the show, it's the segment. The title of the segment is still a work in progress. So you're gonna have to bear with me on this. But for the time being, I like to call it. Do you think you can do this shit better than I do? Well, I'd like to see you try. And it's where you get to ask me 3 questions. You get to turn the tables on me.
Okay.
Right.
Well, first off,
yeah.
What made you want to be a streamer?
What made me want to be a streamer? That's all right. So it's gonna get a little bit personal, as it always does. But back in, I think it was 2017 or 2018, I got diagnosed with cancer, and I was in and out of the hospital for like a year and a half. Just like I had a few like very invasive surgeries. They basically like dissected me. And I was like in recovery period like a lot, you know. And I was like, well, I have all this time, and I want to talk to friends. I want to talk to people. Like I wasn't able to go out very much, so I just decided to sit down and stream games, talk to friends while I'm streaming games, see if like anybody wanted to come in, meet new people while doing that. And then at one point, I ended up moving in with my partner and their family, and while that was going on, similar to you, also back in 2020, I found out about VTubers, and as I mentioned earlier, later that year, in December of 2020, I made my first model. January 2021 is when I started streaming as a VTuber. I already had streamer experience already, because I did the cam thing for a while, but similar to you, I wasn't really feeling that very much. But then with the VTuber thing, it felt more, I felt more comfortable. I was having more fun, and then that got turned up to 11 when I decided to go down the Babiniku road. But yeah, I just it was always it has always been about meeting people and talking to people. It's just that's why I have a talk show now. Yeah, because I love just like sitting down and talking to other people, talking to other VTubers, and just basically hanging out. A lot of the time, even when I'm just like doing my regular streams, I like to ask people like what they're into, like what they like about the games, how their day has been, just the whole being able to connect with people. Yeah. So that's what I like.
That's incredible that you overcame all that, and I'm glad you're doing this. It's really awesome to get to meet people like you doing this. It's always
thank you.
I know, like the whole social aspect of it. I mean, it's been a good way to meet new people, like streamers or not streamers, and I don't know, it's just cool. It's just been awesome. It's been a good way to, I don't know, like it feels like especially as you get older, like it's harder to meet new groups of people and
Yeah.
like new ways of life and stuff. And just because of like work and everything, you have so many things that take away energy from you that you don't really necessarily want to go out of your way to do that kind of stuff. You just want to go home, you want to rest, do some stuff, and then you got to do that shit all over again.
Yeah, exactly.
And, like doing this kind of stuff where it's like, you know, you see other people who are doing it, you rate into people, you meet people on Twitter and stuff, and you know, you just, you know, it's just like a way to just do a hobby. It's like a social hobby, I guess.
Yes, absolutely. Especially like since I joined Blue Sky, I've met like so many amazing and awesome and fun people. You being one of them, obviously. But yeah, I fully agree. Every step of the everything that you said just now, yeah, just dead on, spot on with that. All right, let's see. Oh yeah, moving on to the second question, I guess. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Are you staring at the?
One?
Are you staring at the clown again?
Yes.
Okay.
I can't stop looking.
I think he winked at you.
Listen, there's something about his presence that I can't stop looking at.
Okay.
I don't know if it's because he doesn't have shoes and he's just like a teddy bear clown, or like I'm just like, how did he even get there? Does he use teleportation?
I hope not. That would be scary.
Yeah, I don't know.
But anyway,
on to your next question.
Yes, question
or my
2.
next question, rather.
Yeah, question 2.
What inspired your cyber aesthetic with your model?
Well, it's two things. One, the fact that like since I was young, I've always been fascinated with like the components, like the physical components that make up computers, like the motherboards and like the nodes like running on them. I've always really liked that. Especially like when I would see that like used in graphics or videos or anything like that, which is one of the reasons why for my design, like I have nodes on my skin, you know, like computer lines on my skin. So like I don't know what it is about it. It's just very visually pleasing to me. I really like that. I've always really enjoyed that. And then when I finally got a desktop, when I was like, I think like in middle school, I was just like obsessed with it, just like finding out everything that I can do on a computer and all that stuff. And then you know, fast forward to now, you know, I'm a self-taught video editor. I do all my YouTube shorts, all the any edited video thingy that I post on my social media, I did it myself.
Oh, okay, that's sick. Actually.
And I also like outside of VTubing, I have like a Let's Play channel that I do with friends. And for every Let's Play that we do, I come up with like a short little like intro video thing. Like I add music to it, you know, like a 20-second thing.
Yeah.
And then like I put our logo over it, and then like I try to customize the logo to match the either the logo of the game or like the feel of the game. And again, it's just self-taught stuff. I really like just computers, the concept of computers. And the second thing is Freakazoid.
Oh, interesting.
The show from the 90s. I don't know if too many people watched it. Yeah. And I don't know if you remember the lore, but on Freakazoid, the guy got his superpowers from a computer chip.
Oh, did he?
Yeah,
I don't really remember. Yeah,
that's also where I got my lore, because the guy
nice.
Like entered like a special code. Not even him. It was like his cat, just like walking across the keyboard, and it happened to walk in a specific pattern that activated the special chip, and that's what gave him his powers. And that's why I'm like, oh yeah, I got sucked into the internet, and I turned out like this, kind of like how Freakazoid did too. God,
that's cool.
I used to love that show so much.
I've actually talked about that show recently because I actually have not seen a whole lot of it, and but I was aware of it. It's because I don't know why. Something about it scared me as a child. I don't know what it was specifically. I mean, now I just see it as funny, but I don't know, something about it when I was a kid. I don't know what it was though.
With me, it was like, there was like a lot of references to pop culture and stuff like that in that show, but that like just flew over my head as a kid. I just because the guy was just so LOL
very
XD,
silly willy.
Yeah, LOL XD random with the and I just really loved the humor, and then like rewatching clips of it on YouTube as an adult, I'm like, oh, this is even better than I remember.
Yeah.
So
perfect. I need to watch it. Is it on anything?
I don't know. If it's on anything, it's probably on Max, because that's where they have like all the WB stuff. But at the same time, I was hearing a lot over the past couple of years that they just like keep removing their own shows from there.
Yeah.
Like there's been like a lot of it's been catching a lot of flack because it just keeps shooting itself in the foot. So yeah,
especially with like Cartoon Network cartoons for some reason.
I really don't get it. I don't know what's up with that.
I don't.
Yeah, Edgee, Bobby going after my heart. I try. What do you have, Freakazoid? I love Freakazoid very much. I might have to sell the high seas if I want to find the like full episodes of it. You know what I mean? That's okay. I also love One Piece a lot, so that's all right.
There you go.
Yeah,
it's real. By the way,
the One Piece is real. But so like the whole backstory of Freakazoid also like inspired my own like VTuber backstory, which I reused. Like I used it for my original like Mel model, and then when I turned Bobby Nico, I just like recycled it because it's like it still fits the theme. I just like changed it a little bit because it's like because like I said, I after being online, I was so online that I thought about anime girls, and look, now I'm an anime girl. Oh, who would have thought? Oh man, yeah. So
yeah, a lot of things changed. Like when I first before I even did this, I was gonna maybe be like a Sentai member, like a Silver Ranger.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
And then when I was coming up with this design, I actually had considered having like a male and like female presenting version, but I ended up just going with just doing this. But yeah, there was a few different things. Also, it's cool to see where you get inspiration from, because it could be like completely random. Because like a lot of people, I only recently told this because I hadn't thought about it in a while. But I stream Marvel Rivals. And Moon Knight, the character Moon Knight is literally like the inspiration towards like me and like my frog god. Like that whole dynamic is, and most people would not make that connection.
That's really cool.
Yeah. So it's cool to see that, like with you and Freakazoid. That's very very similar. Yeah.
God, I love Freakazoid so much. Did you know that they brought him back for one crossover episode in Teen Titans Go?
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I was like, what? I mean, sure, I'll take it, because I haven't heard Freakazoid stuff in years. I haven't seen anything about Freakazoid in years. And suddenly they're like, yeah, let's do a crossover with the Freakazoid of all things.
Oh, that's fun, though.
Yeah. So
I liked that show. A lot of people shit on it, but I liked it. It's very stupid.
Yeah, because the thing is that like a lot of people wanted just more Teen Titans, but it's
that's really.
Yeah, it's like I understand wanting like another season of it, because I guess it ended with a few loose threads like still, and it definitely deserved like a final season to wrap everything up, but it also has like, I mean, Teen Titans Go has like a completely different art style is the thing. Like that's it's like the main way to like differentiate it from Teen Titans. It's super cartoony, super goofy. So it's like you can always go back and watch the original. I don't know why you're getting mad at this one.
Yeah, yeah. I'm very simple-minded, so those kinds of cartoons make me happy. I love that kind of stuff.
I've seen a few clips, and it's actually like really, really funny.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I feel confident. Like the only reason why that show had any kind of backlash is because people wanted something else, which is understandable.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Just
the actual show is very funny.
yeah. It just feels like a little unfair because it's like you wanted it to be something that it's not. Why are you getting mad at it? I don't get it.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
that's so online fandoms go sometimes, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, let's see. Oh, we're on to the final question, I think. Yeah, that was question 2, right?
Oh, they're asking. Yeah, I have one more for you, but they're asking in chat what I have across my neck.
Uh-huh.
But it is not goggles. Actually, these are very accessory based goggles. Basically, I love Digimon, and Digimon protagonists always have goggles that really are not actually created for you to wear, and they would look stupid if they put them on, and it's just to have as a hanging accessory. And so that's what these are. They're frog goggles.
Oh my, you were so right. See, again, it circles back to what you said earlier, that like the stuff that we love influences us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. I really like anime froggies, and like my color scheme. It actually got adjusted, but originally my color scheme was just shiny Krogunk. It's like a teal and pink. I ended up making it a little bit more blue, but in the original idea, yeah, it was like 1-for-1 with the colors.
That's so cool.
Mm-hmm.
That rules. Hey, speaking of colors, I actually have a very fun story to share about my hair color.
Oh?
Yeah, when I was first making my Bubby Niku model, I use Vroid, but I try to like customize it so like it's not like painfully obvious that it is. Not that there's anything wrong with the Vroid designs. I just wanted to, be.
Vroids can be so incredible. It's
yeah.
crazy. Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to stand out in my own way, but when I was choosing what basic, I guess, like hair that I wanted to go with for my very first model, I was just like cycling through them really, really quickly. And I guess I was doing it so quickly that I just like glitched it out, because like the basic color for everyone is like brown, like just brown hair. And I was going through it so quickly that one of the hairs just like turned like purple with the with the highlights already built in. So
Nice.
I just went in there and I saved the texture, and then any time that I changed the hair, I load that same texture, because it's like, oh my god, it's like it's a glitch, and it goes with like my whole like cyber like theme.
Yeah.
Plus,
that's rad.
Yeah, plus purple is my partner's favorite color.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see. There's a good, yeah.
Yeah, so I kept it for 2 reasons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was part of like why I chose those Krogunk colors too, because for like all my life I was either I like green or I like blue, and then at one point in my life I was like, wait a minute, you can combine them. And then ever since then I just like that color. It's teal or turquoise, it kind of depends. They're basically adjacent. One has more green, one has more blue. But yeah, I love it. I love that color so much. It makes me happy. That's why I like Baja Blast.
Oh yeah. Let's go. I got a 6-pack of bottles, like those like long skinny bottles of Baja Blast for my birthday.
Oh, nice.
And I finished them in like 1 weekend. No, it was a little bit more than 1 weekend, but still.
I need to get me a stock, because right now all I got access to is walking my way to the land of Bal Taco and getting it from the natural springs there. That's the only
The natural springs of Baja Blast.
Yeah. It's from the source. Yeah.
Milk straight from the source.
Yeah.
Comes out carbonated and everything.
Yeah.
All right. Did you ask the third question, or did we just get derailed?
we got derailed.
Okay, that's fine. That's what we're here for. We're here to yap, so it's all good.
Yeah, exactly. For the third question, let me shmee. What kind of like when you started, or when you were the idea of becoming a VTuber or whatever, what kind of like content did you yourself want to do the most?
I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I just wanted to have a VTuber, because even when I was just like a regular streamer with the cam and everything, I just played Monster Hunter like nonstop. I was just playing Monster Hunter. To this day, I still try to play Monster Hunter like at least once a week. Next week, I actually have like 2 Monster Hunter collabs coming up, and both collabs are like on a different game.
Let's go.
Yeah. And then like the week that like imagine playing Monster Hunter. Oh, Penny! I'm gonna have a collab with Penny next week.
Ooh, fun.
And when the what's it called, the Monster Hunter Wilds beta was out, it was out for a week, and people that have PlayStation Plus on PS5 got it, I think 2 or 3 days early.
Yeah.
And that whole entire week, I kid you not, that's the only thing that I was playing. I was just streaming nonstop the Monster Hunter Wilds beta, and I'll probably do it again. When the second open beta comes out.
Oh, it was so fun. I actually played that
Oh.
beta a little bit. I actually only recently, well, it's not that recent anymore, but I only last year started playing Monster Hunter. I played Rise on stream. I did beat the base game.
Yeah.
I have to finish the expansion still, but
well, if you need an extra hunter, call me up.
yeah, I love playing with people. We play
Me too.
a lot with like chat and stuff. It's always fun. I need to bring it back. I need to beat it before what's it called? Before the next one comes out, because I am gonna get it. I played the demo. It was fun.
You're going to hurry up because it's coming out at the end of February.
Yeah, I mean, I actually was pretty far along. I just kind of stopped after a while. I needed to take a break because like I had grinded to like, oh god, I don't even know. It was pretty high though. We played, like I took my time with like the base game and like grinded to beating it and beat like the secret ending boss or last monster or whatever.
Yeah.
And then I finally started the expansion, and then I was having fun, but then I kind of just stopped. But yeah, I got to pick it up again.
Oh yeah, I'm like an absolute Monster Hunter freak. I got like 3,000 hours on the PlayStation version of World and Iceborne.
Oh dang.
Yeah, and then like hundreds of hours on the other games. I rarely,
Nice.
it's very hard for me to like get burnt out on Monster Hunter, even when, okay, so it's gonna get a little bit serious, but bear with me. Just watch to see how this ends. When I was in the hospital, like in the middle like of surgeries and stuff, I was like, I kid you not, I was like in the intensive care unit, and I was playing one of the 3DS Monster Hunter games, and one of my greatest achievements was soloing a G rank Devil Joe just by myself with like a tube sticking out of my chest going into my lung.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. To this day, like I wear that as a fucking badge of honor.
Heck yeah. Hell yeah.
I was so happy that I was able to do that. Oh, but yeah, when Wilds comes out, I don't know how I'm going to like try to be how I'm gonna try to be a variety streamer when Wilds is out, because I'm pretty sure that's all that I'm gonna be playing for like
The
months
variety
on end.
will be the weapons that you use.
You know what? That's so right. You're so right about that.
There's a lot of monsters. You know?
Yeah.
There's variety.
There's your variety, chat. Yeah, I'm an absolute freak when it comes to Monster Hunter. I cannot stop playing those games, even if I try it.
Yeah, we all got our addictions.
Yeah.
I've got mine.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you really love your Phantasy Star, don't you?
I do. I grew up with it. I play it a lot. I also play a lot of gacha games. It's a problem. I like them.
Oh yeah, they're such a time sink.
Yeah.
I had to like force myself to stop playing Fate Grand Order just because like I was like, okay, I'm playing this, but I'm not playing this other game that I want to play, and just my backlog is so huge for that.
Hell yeah.
It's just insane. And now with Monster Hunter coming out, and my backlog's gonna get even worse. Is FGO even fun? It's a video game.
Yeah, I played that one a little bit. I don't know. That game was like the reason I stopped playing gacha games for like several years, actually.
Oh, yeah, I feel that.
I'd like rolled on a character and like didn't get it and spent like way too much money, and then I was like, man, that was a really bad decision. I need to not ever do that again. So then I didn't play gacha games for like 3 years, like at all.
Uh-huh.
And then I played Genshin, but like very casually. And then Star Rail and ZZZ came out, and I'm kind of like pretty bad with it, with like wanting to spend, but not really. I feel like I learned like a really good lesson. So I really know what it feels. I mean, it's not even that rock bottom. It's a lot, but it's not like a whale. I spent like $300 on a character, and it was like I felt like shit doing it. So now I know not to do that. So I have like self-control now. But
now that's what matters. Now, keyword.
Yeah, I mean, it would have been nice to learn the lesson from others, but I learned it from myself at least, so it's fine.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I think
it was a long time ago.
Yeah, I think at some point I just like my body decided that I'm just better off not playing those types of games. No offense to anybody that likes them. It's just like a personal thing to me. Yeah, like you play whatever makes you happy, chat. But like I tried playing what's it called, Genshin, and I just like I did not even get to the part where like you get your first like free roll. I just like dicked around in the wilds, and I was like, okay, that's cool. I'll get back to it tomorrow, and then I just never played it again.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I tell people all the time. I'm like, yeah, it is gambling. Yeah, if you have an issue, just don't play it. I agree with you. Like, I mean, I think people, it is very repetitive. It's very fan service-y. It is very gambling.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, people who do want to stay away from them, I totally understand.
Yeah, gacha is valid. Honestly gambling.
Those games prey on you. They do. It is.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And then like if you're not paying for it, then they just want all your time, because then you gotta like grind away and get the resources, and then keep grinding every single day until you have like enough to do another poll. Did you get your poll? Oh no, well start grinding again. And that's where the time goes, and it's like, so that's one of the reasons why I just keep sticking with Monster Hunter, because it's like I'm grinding, but at least I'm grinding towards something.
Yeah, I like ZZZ. ZZZ is the one I waited for several years, and like I'm happy to spend money on that one.
I almost played that one. I almost played it. I was so close to playing it.
Yeah, I play it a lot. I really like that game, but everything else, I'm pretty much like a fan of Star Rail. I like it, but I definitely don't spend, carelessly and stuff like that.
Right.
But yeah, sometimes you find the one that you really, really like, and for me, that's ZZZ. But also, like,
be smart about it.
If you don't trust yourself, or you just really don't agree with the company's tactics, I 100% agree with you, and just don't play it. But if you can control yourself, or you have a lot of money and don't care, it's fun.
Yeah. I think my lucky stars that I've never been like attracted to like any form of gambling, because I grew up in Vegas. So I was going to casinos like basically like all the time, even just like casually, just like to like hang out or just like to go to like a restaurant and eat something.
Yeah, that happens to me here too. I don't live in Vegas, but throughout areas, there's sometimes casinos and stuff, small ones, and they have nice restaurants, and we would go, and but I personally don't really like gambling, like that kind of stuff, because I don't know. One, not bad luck, but two, it's just not super fun to me. I don't make a lot of money. I rather just stack it and maybe it slowly grow than pray that I get big money.
Yeah, big money, big money, big money. I always joke. I always say that one joke. 99% of gamblers quit before they hit it big.
Yeah.
But obviously, I don't say it seriously.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
But I do like one thing at casinos, and
Yeah.
and it is gambling, but it is I like roulette.
Okay.
I like roulette. But again, I don't like. I like it more as a concept and at home, and it's literally because of Phantasy Star. That game has a roulette, and I was like, it's literally playing this every day a little bit. At 15 years old is why I like this game.
Yeah,
but I don't like actively
sense.
go to casinos to do it. If I'm there, I might play $20 or something.
Yeah.
But even then, I'm not like, oh my god, I gotta go. I gotta win big.
Big money, big money, big money.
Yeah.
Yeah. One time I only used a slot machine exactly one time in my whole entire life, and it was like the kind that the smallest amount that it takes is like $5 bills. And my friends were visiting, and I was just like showing them like around the casino that was like near where I lived, and I was like, yeah, sure, fuck it, why not? Oh, we're all putting in $5. Let me try. And I put on $5, and I lost, and I was like, okay, well, that's it. I had my fill, and never touched another slot machine ever since.
Yeah, I've done it a few times, but usually it was like someone gave me, because there's a few gamblers in my family.
Oh,
and it'll be like, oh, they give you like $20, and they're like, just wait, just roll, just play it a little bit before we leave.
Yeah.
And then it's like, I've literally like put 20 in a machine and just kept hitting the button, and just watch it go to zero. I'm like, I don't know who wants to do this. I feel miserable. That wasn't even my $20.
Yeah.
I was.
Yeah, like my mom still lives in Vegas, and she likes to go to the casinos like on the weekends, and I don't know how she does it, but at the very least she'll break even, like because she'll set aside like a certain amount of money before she goes, and she's like, okay, if I lose this, I'm done. I'm not continuing. If I have anything past this amount after a certain amount of time, then I'm leaving.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I need to ask how you do it. I guess I need to, like, what's your system? What are your like specific rules? Because like she like act like either comes back with like the same amount of money that she went with, or just loses it. But like she ends up breaking even more often than not. It's weird. I don't know how. But
yeah, that must be like a system thing, because that happens to my parents too. They don't do it as much, but when they were younger, they would, a big date night for them would be to go to the casino.
Oh my god,
they'd eat over there, and usually they would like break even, or at the very least like didn't pay for dinner.
Oh,
like
yeah,
and it was like how I was like I was like, okay though. All right, at least you didn't lose.
Yeah, there you go. Thank God casinos don't have hot anime people in their games cards. Oh, I have bad news for you. They're starting to. When I moved out of Vegas, like what, 5 years ago, they were already installing anime slot machines on there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah, they become more common than you think. Just like right near the entrance too, just to like get
general
the weeds.
anime stuff, or like
just like
One Piece, the slot machine.
Oh, not like licensed stuff, but like you would walk in, and then you would see like a sexy anime girl being like, "Whoa, big win," or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, they gotta get that new audience.
Exactly. Gotta get.
Yeah, because they last time I was in one, which was like 2 years ago, maybe. Yeah, they have like a lot of licensed ones, like Marvel and like DC, maybe like kind of more towards the old stuff, like from the 50s, but
yeah,
like they do have that stuff. So that's crazy.
That is crazy. We should. that was another really good derailment. We squeezed a lot out of that one. All right, let's see. So I think it's about time that we move on to the last segment of the night. You said that you wanted to talk about V-Pets, right?
Ooh, yeah, I love V-Pets. I'm surprised it didn't beep during this. But yeah, I have them on me at all times. I love Digimon, so I watch the animes and stuff and play the games, but it's always been mostly about like the V-Pet side, which is actually like the main thing. You know, in the 90s when they were created, it was and I'm saying this with quotation marks. It was Tamagotchi for boys is literally what it is. Like it's made by the people who make Tamagotchi.
Oh yeah. I used to have a Tamagotchi in the 90s. I don't know what happened to it.
Yeah. And a lot of people they don't know that, but that's like the main thing. Like the games and stuff is extra. Like the main thing is just the V-Pets. So yeah, I play with them every day. I like them. If you've ever played Sonic Adventure, it's like the Chow Garden, but simple. And instead of like super time investy, it's like a thing that you do very passively. You know, you keep it with you. You feed them every now and then. You train, you battle, and stuff like that. And you see, are V-Pets better than they were 30 years ago? And yes, actually. For a time, they did this thing. They were called the Vital Bracelets, and think of it like a Fitbit, but a V-Pet.
Oh, hell yeah!
Yeah,
that sounds awesome.
They did. Yeah, it was cool actually. I haven't played with mine in a while, but it was really cool, and it was like the first time that they had like colored screens, because usually it was like just like they've until then it's been like they were in the 90s, where it's just that simple screen with like the black, you know, on it being displayed.
Oh, and, right.
Yeah, I don't really know what you call that, but yeah. And then they did the Vital Bracelet. It was like a screen, like a digital screen with colored stuff, and you battled them. It even connected with NFC, so you could connect to your phone. You could store them in your phone and battle them on an app and stuff.
Oh, that's really so cool.
Yeah, it was really cool. And but it was also at the same time, because it was more about like kind of a Fitbit. That was kind of the main thing. So like some of the features that a lot of people, you know, like traditionally on the V-Pets, like feeding them and like being like messing up, you know, because that's kind of the experience. You got to do it the right way and stuff like that. It was like simplified because it was a Fitbit. But then they started releasing, they call them like the colored versions. And so now they have that kind of screen, but it's on like the old style of V-Pet. So it's like full color. It's like the old sprites, but now they're like, you know, they're full color. So it's like really cool.
I've seen the screenshots of that. Those look so cool.
Yeah, I love them. Like I said, I really like, because I do have ADHD, and it's kind of like a little ADHD toy, because it's like I carry it with me. If I don't really go to the office anymore for work, but when I used to have to go to the office, it's, you know, it's a nice little way to like refresh me and play with something without like, I'm not getting sucked in, because it's like I only do a few things and then I'm done. Whereas like if I put, you know, I open up an app, I'm like, okay, well now I'm gonna do this. You know what I mean? So it's so that's why I like it. But I also, it's fun because you get attached to Digimon like that you would never have tried otherwise or something. Either because maybe you didn't like how they looked, or maybe you just picked somebody else over it. But because, you know, I try to get all the forms and stuff, and sometimes they look extra cute as a little pixel art than they do in like the cartoons and stuff. So
yeah,
find yourself getting attached to new guys that you might have not given a chance to, you know. And
that makes sense.
Fun. Yeah, but they're mostly pretty much the same like they were in the 90s, but with like fancier screens, I guess.
Right.
Tamagotchis even have like internet activity.
What?
Yeah, I have one of the newer ones, and it's a colored little egg, Tamagotchi egg, and you can connect to the internet to have your Tamagotchi like date random people's Tamagotchi. And,
that's awesome.
like you could buy stuff from like an online store.
Oh my
like,
God.
with like your in-game points, not like a
okay,
money thing.
that's
But
better.
yeah, there's like little internet connectivity and stuff. It's
That's
cool.
sick. Oh my God.
So they've advanced a little bit, but not too much, because as soon as you overcomplicate it, then it's like a whole other thing.
Yeah, that's true. At that point, then you might as well make it like an app on your phone or something like that.
Right, exactly.
Oh, I had no idea that VPETs had evolved so much.
Yeah, they're really cool. They're kind of premium, I guess. In Japan, at least for Digimon.
Right.
You kind of have to pre-order them, or like I'm not sponsored, but there's a website that's really cool. I'm gonna just say their name. It's Zenin TCG. If you ever want to get Digimon stuff, it's like a Singapore-based like import website. They're really cool. That's where I get all my stuff.
Nice.
Very easy and convenient. But yeah, it's kind of like PVC figures. You know what I mean? Where you got to buy it cheap and pre-order it. Otherwise, you're gonna pay somebody like.
Oh. Yeah, I feel that. I definitely feel that. I've had I bought a couple of Gunpla before, so I'm a little bit familiar with that aspect of things.
But they're pretty affordable if you like know it's coming and you pre-order it. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
Yeah, they're cool. But if anybody wants to play a VPET, there's actually Digimon fan games that give you a very similar experience that are free. And also, a few of the recent ones, not the colored ones, were actually localized. So you can actually get them on Amazon for like $12.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's really cool.
Yeah.
Back in the way back in the 90s, I had a Tamagotchi, and I would like take it with me everywhere, but like I had no idea what the hell I was doing with it because I was just a kid. So I was just like just pressing random buttons, and one time I saw it poop, and I was like, oh, that's funny, and then I don't know what happened to it. I remember like I would just like take it with me everywhere, but I think maybe like my mom hid it from me because she hated how much it beeped.
Yeah.
and then I got a Nintendo 64 and I got over it very quickly.
Oh, that's how it is when you're a kid, though.
Yeah. And then at some point, I think in the late 90s / early 2000s, I actually got one of those Digimon O2 Digivices.
Oh, nice, yeah.
And it had like a like I guess like a little like adventure built into it, because I mean to fit the theme of the show, and depending on what Digivice you got, that's like the Digimon that would be inside it. Mm-hmm. And I got the blue one, and it was the Vmon one, of course. Yeah,
I love the D2s. They're so cool. I want them to remake those because I would like to get one. I don't know where my D2 is. I had the third one. I had Agumon from the first one. As a kid, I had Vmon for the D2, and then the D3 I had Terriermon.
Nice.
Yeah.
But so like that one obviously had worked with like it had like a built-in, I think like what do they call those? Accelerometer or speedometer? What the one that tracks that detects your motion, so like it knows if you're walking.
Oh yeah, the steppies. I think
the
before
steppies.
Pendulums. But
pedometer.
It was,
thank you. That's what it is.
Yeah, some of the devices have different things. Well, first off, so those are interesting because those are I don't know. They are VPETs, but they're a little different. Because they're like how you said, you have a Digimon from the show. And they kind of have like specific forms, and it's all about like the adventure mode. Yeah. And then on the other VPETs, it's a little different. It's like an egg that branches off into different forms depending on how you take care of it. Oh. And then they have quest modes where you fight other Digimon and stuff, but it's a little different. Yeah. But yeah, they're all so there's like two types of devices technically. Those are all really cool. They recently remade the very first adventure devices again.
Oh, wow.
And they have color as well. Yeah.
Oh, that's really cool. When I had mine, so going back really quick to the pedometer thingy, once that I realized that like things would happen after you took like a certain number of steps, I would just like
Shake it.
Yeah, I would just shake it. I would just be sitting there, just watching TV, just sitting there in my room, just shaking it back and forth. And like my older brother would be like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah,
cause like you would see like me from the back, just like shaking my hand back and forth, up and down, while the TV was on. And it's like, what are you doing? And it's like, and I would turn around and like show him my Digivice. I'm like, I'm playing Digimon. What does it look like I'm doing?
People kind of got that same experience with the Vital Bracelet ones too. You just take it off and shake it.
Yeah.
But I was gonna say, it's so funny because like, yeah, some of them have pedometers, and my favorite ones actually originally they had pendulums, so they were like designed to shake. So it was like when you do like a battle, like depending on what type you were, like if you were data, vaccine, or virus, you would shake it a certain amount of times to have like a stronger move.
That is really cool.
Yeah, and it's my favorite type. And so recently, the ones that I've been playing with are the colored pendulums that came out. Oops. And so I bought all of them because I'm very normal about pendulum devices. But it's so funny because you could shake it. You probably can't hear it from me.
No, yeah, I can hear it actually.
It has a thing in there to like emulate the sound of a pendulum. Obviously, it doesn't have a real pendulum in it.
Yeah.
We're like way beyond that now. But to capture the feel of the 90s, though, they put in like basically a dead pendulum in there so that you can hear the shake.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
That rules. Oh, that's awesome. And then sorry.
No, I was just gonna say, so now like it tracks instead of specific shakes, it does something else. But it's just funny. It's just funny that they literally put that in for vibe.
Yeah,
I guess.
just for like for the nostalgia aspect of it.
Yeah.
That fucking rules. I love when companies do stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's really cool. And then like so this is me still talking about the Digimon O2 Digivice. I don't know why, but I used to think that like, remember how like in the show they would go into the digital world by like showing their Digivice to like a computer or something, and then they would get like transported in. I used to think that like something would happen if I kept doing that when they did it with the show. Like when they would show their Digivice to a computer, I would like put it up to the screen and then look back at it and see like if anything changed.
Right.
And obviously
you'd hope it happened in real life.
Exactly. And like nothing happened to it, but I would just keep doing it. I wouldn't stop every single time. I would be like in like laying on the couch or laying in bed or whatever, and if I saw that they were gonna do the whole like animation, let's go to the digital world, blah blah blah, I would like rush up, get my Digivice, and show it to the screen. This time it's gonna be the one. This time it's gonna work.
It's gonna be different this time.
It's gonna be different this time. Yeah.
Yeah.
The chances are 0%. Exactly. See, you get me, Chad. You get me. You
I love that. Yeah. No, I definitely did that with like several things, and probably that too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you never know.
Yeah. True. You never know. And then I went a long time without having any like virtual pet thingy until Nintendo released the Hard Gold and Soul Silver remakes, and if you bought them new, you know where I'm going with this. So for those who might have missed it, who don't know, when Nintendo remade the Pokemon Gold and Silver as Hard Gold and Soul Silver, and you bought them like straight out of the box, like you would get like a little package. Because they came with this little like Pokeball shaped thingy, where you could send the Pokemon that you caught in the game inside it, and then like take them with you on walks, and then they would like level up or like grab items from you when you walk.
Yeah, it was called the Pokewalk.
Yes, the Pokewalker. That's what it was.
Yeah.
And you could get like special items that way, and they also had like an infrared thingy, so you could like interact with your friends' Pokewalkers or just like any random passerby.
It was pretty complex for like being a random extra thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was really cool.
It's so funny because after there's like several years, like after the original Platinum and Pearl, up until the release of like Gen 5, I did not play Pokemon. So like the what is it? Platinum, I wasn't playing. And then after that was Heart Gold and Soul Silver. But then one year for my birthday, before Gen 5 came out, but enough for like Silver and Gold to be like a year or two old or something, probably a year.
Right.
I bought a used version of Silver and it had it in it still.
What?
Like the person gave GameStop the Pokewalker.
Wow.
Yeah, so I have one.
That's really noble of them, because I've seen like a bunch of
right?
like, yeah, because I've seen like a bunch of people like who didn't like Heart Gold and Soul Silver like return them, or not return them, but like, you know, give them to GameStop, but they would keep the Pokewalker.
Give the box most of the time.
But they haven't done it since then, which is weird, because like, why not? Like, a lot of people were using those. I also like used to go to anime conventions a lot, and then by the time that they had phased out the regular DS and everyone was doing, you know, everybody had the 3DS, and then like the new Pokemon games were out and everything, like I would still see people like walking around with their Pokewalkers.
Yeah, they're cool. Like, even if the battery's dead, it's just a cool little, as a clip on it.
Yeah,
it's cool to have.
Yeah,
it's a little nerd accessory. Yeah.
One time, so like I've always been like a Pokemon kid, unfortunately, more than Digimon. And one time, really quick, I ended up getting Heart Gold and Soul Silver, like both versions.
Yeah,
because I was a little freak like that. And one time I lost one of my Pokewalkers on the bus, and I was so fucking heartbroken over that. Like, the very next day, I went online and I ordered a new one. Like, I could not bear to have like one of my Pokewalkers
have it missing. Yeah,
just gone. Like, thankfully, like the Pokemon games had like a feature in place that was like, you could like return your Pokemon to your game. Like, the data was still like inside the game. You just like couldn't use the Pokemon that you had in the Pokewalker. But the catch was that like, obviously you wouldn't get whatever items you picked up, but you would get your Pokemon back. So it wasn't super tragic, but it's still like, oh no, I lost one of my original Pokewalkers.
Oh
yeah. But at least they weren't too expensive to replace, was the thing. And
at the time, yeah.
Didn't you lose your Game Boy or something at a park too? No, that wasn't me. I don't know who it was, but that was not me, thankfully. But yeah, it was fine. So I got to this day, I still have my Pokewalkers. I haven't used them, but I still have them. Yeah. So they're somewhere.
Heck yeah.
Somewhere around here.
Cool little leftover thing from the past that you just don't see anymore.
Yeah. And it's cool that people like to this day are still using them.
I know. Yeah, there's like a huge like, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I'm surprised they didn't do anything, because like even back then, they experimented with like actual V-Pets. Like they had the Pikachu one.
Oh yeah, like in the early 2000s, right?
Yeah, it was like a yellow
I remember
Game
that.
Boy. Yeah. Like looked like a little Game Boy, but it was Pikachu in it.
Yeah, and it had like also like a little like infrared thingy, so you could make your Pikachus interact.
Yeah. I guess it just didn't work out for them or something, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. But and even like to this day, even like outside of conventions, it's not as popular as it was on back in its heyday, but like Pokemon Go during like Pokemon Go Community Day.
Yeah.
When like a specific Pokemon shows up for like 2 or 3 hours and everyone's like walking around the park catching it. The park that I go to, there's always like 2 or 3 people like that just show up with their Pokewalkers.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I remember when it came out, like you would go like downtown or something, and like there would just be so many people. Like I wasn't even in like a big city, and there would just be a group of people clearly playing Pokemon Go.
Right?
Yeah, it was so cool.
The first month that Pokemon Go was out was like the closest that we ever got to world peace.
Yeah, true.
You would just like go to like you would be at the park, like either by yourself or with friends, and then you'd like people would see you on your phone, and they would be asking like, "Are you playing Pokemon Go?" It's like, "Yeah, I just found a thing over there. Let's go catch it." Man, that was awesome. Yeah, I mean it's still decently popular, just again not as huge as it was when it first came out.
Yeah, I haven't even touched it in a very long time. Yeah.
I usually like play it like specifically on community days, and when a friend I have who's like really into it just happens to be free that weekend. Sometimes she has to work, sometimes not, and I'm like, hey, are you gonna be in town for community day? She's like, yeah. I'm like, okay, cool. Let's meet up at the park, and then that's it.
Yeah. I had a few friends who were like really into it. I usually was not like in big cities, but when I used to have the app on my phone and I would go to one, like when I would go visit a friend in like San Francisco and stuff, it'd be so cool to see how Pokemon Go was there, because I was like, man, if I lived in a big city, this would be so fun to play.
Yeah,
like,
that was
just, like so much more stuff.
Yeah, that was one of the reasons why I kind of like stopped playing it, because when I still lived in Vegas, I lived really close to the university, so I would just walk like 2 blocks, and then I would go on a weekend where there would be like almost nobody there, and then just like hit up a bunch of Pokespots just back to back. And then when I ended up moving out of Vegas and I moved in with my partner. They unfortunately lived in a place that didn't have a lot going on, so I just like slowly stopped playing Pokemon Go altogether.
Yeah, it sucks where it's like an area that does not have a lot. Believe me, I know. that's pretty much also why I don't play it regularly.
Yeah, so that's now why I just play it maybe like once every other month when the special month day is going on, and that's it.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, shout out to Pokemon Go. Nintendo Niantic, cut the check, please. Thank you, I appreciate it. I'll advertise you as much as you want.
Right.
All right, let's see. Is there anything else that you wanted to mention about V-Pets? Anything that you wanted to touch on?
That's pretty much it. I like getting people into it. I could just, and I kind of already mentioned that. Like, yeah, some of the more recent ones were localized, so you could try it out for like $10.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
It's worth trying at the very least to try once.
Yeah.
To cherish that single device, because you could get a lot out of it. Because for like seriously, like. Me trying to 100% a device, it takes like a month and a half, and that's because I know what I'm. So if you don't know what you're doing, it lasts a long time.
There you go.
There's a lot to do. Fan game recommendations. There is. God, what is it called? Because they can't put Digimon in the name. There's one called Digital Partner.
That's pretty good.
That's very good. Yeah, Digital Partner. Digimon. It's very good. It's on itch. That is one of them. There's like 3. Digital Partner Digimon is one of them. Another one is called. God, what is it called? Digital Tamers. Digital Tamers is a very good one. That's also on itch.io. It's called Digital Tamers 2 now. That one has pixel art, so you get all these cool pixel art and tons of stuff. That's probably like the one I recommend the most, actually.
Digital Tamers 2?
Yeah, Digital Tamers 2.
On itch.io. Remember that, chat.
Yeah.
Don't forget it. All right.
And there's a new one that came out. It's kind of hard, though. It's not very beginner friendly.
It's more for the veterans.
Yeah. Even for me, it's kind of too you gotta be 2 on the dot with that one, so I haven't really been playing it.
All right, well that makes sense. All right, well I think we have a show here. What do you think?
Yeah, I had a lot of fun.
Is there anything
nice
that
getting to
you?
talk.
Yeah, it was awesome talking to you. Is there anything that you like to plug in or mention while you're here?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I have a big 2.0 debut coming for my 3.0 model, or I'm sorry, for my 3D model. So that doesn't have a day, but it's very, pending, very soon TM.
Right. Yeah, there you go.
But yeah, I stream Sunday through Thursdays, 8 p.m. Pacific. Tomorrow I'm starting a brand new playthrough. I 100%ed Sonic Adventure 1 and Sonic Adventure 2. So naturally, now every Sunday I'm going to play Sonic 06. So that'll be fun.
All right. All right. Well, if you haven't yet, chat, make sure to follow on Harper. I put their handle right there on the stream title, so you can just click on it and go directly to it. And if you are watching this on YouTube, I'm gonna make sure to put Harper's social media in the video description down below, so you can go check them out, because they're a really, really cool streamer. I really enjoy tuning into your streams, Harper, while I'm doing stuff.
Thank you. Yeah, it's always nice getting to see all the familiar faces drop by in chat. And yeah, you've been hanging around for quite a bit now.
I try. I really do.
No, I get it. It's I try to do that kind of stuff too, but we gotta have to have time for ourselves.
True.
On top of doing a bunch of stuff. So I always try to support homies when I can, but typically it's a lot of the ones that when I'm working, I'm just lurking and stuff. Yeah. It's hard. But it's always nice to see.
Yeah, lurking still counts for something, and that goes to you too, chat. You guys, even if you're just sitting there listening, or just I was playing on a different tab, that means a lot. So thank you so much. Well, that's really gonna be it for us tonight. Harper, again, I cannot thank you enough for making time to hang out tonight. It truly means a lot. It was awesome talking to you. Please don't look at that clown. I don't know what it's doing there. It is not welcome here. Stop looking at it.
Okay.
All right. That's gonna be it for us tonight. Have a good one, chat. I'll see you. I'll probably do another talk show sooner than you think, and I cannot wait for you guys to see who my next guest is gonna be. Until then, please take care of yourselves and each other, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Bye.
Bye.